Alrighty. I don't know how I did it. I messed up yesterday. So I'm doing my intro from yesterday today. We were in... Where in the world were we? I gotta look at the dang logs to figure out where in the world we were. So... let's look at where her sleeper started. Quartzsite. We did a shift change in Quartzsite, Arizona. Went to the Pilot, took a shower, went across the street to the Loves, and fueled up. Fuel was cheaper at the Loves. We had fuel points at the Pilot, so we were good to go on that. Let's see. What a day. Ended up spending half the night last night talking to Coleman, the other driver that was there when the scratch incident happened. It was a good run yesterday. Chris made it out of California, so I was happy. And I made it all the way into Texas, well into Texas, 140 miles into Texas, so we had us a good run. I know that I'm basically doing a closeout for today instead of an opening for yesterday. But it was pretty much a case of we stopped, did shift change, showered, fueled up, and then I drove. And the next clip will be from when I took my 30-minute break. Actually, the next facial clip. So we'll close this out and try to get back on time track, because I figured out what I've done. I've been pushing the wrong button on the GoPro. This one's mounted upside down in a different frame, and I keep hitting the menu button thinking I'm starting the GoPro when I'm not. So I've lost several hours of recordings, but we're going to go ahead and try to go back on time track and see what we can get going with the videos from the forward-facing camera. Hopefully I didn't make too big a mess with my boo-boos on this camera, which is mounted upside down. It's in a different kind of frame. Like I said, it's in the frame that comes with the quadcopter, which is an open frame, because the only other open type frame that I have is one for the extended battery pack, and that doesn't work too well on this. So without an extended battery pack, so I use the GoPro frame, but it doesn't have the built-in buttons, so I need to get another set of frames for another small frame. But anyway, I digress. So let's lead on into the video that we were supposed to see when we were supposed to see it. Well, I realized I lost a bunch of stuff because I was hitting the wrong button. So I need to do an add-on, and I guess I'm going to combine both days because of it. Thought I had one day's worth of stuff on the card, but because I pushed the wrong button over and over again, it wasn't even recorded. So let's fill you in on what happened. I had mentioned the scratch in the hood and Coleman. Well, here's what happened. We got to our delivery, and A few minutes later, another one of our trucks backs into the dock beside us. And that driver had not seen one of our Volvos the way we get them set up. And he was a relatively new driver. I think he said he's only been driving for 3 years or so. And he wanted to check out the Volvo. So, we do walk around. I show him all the little doodads on these things and some other things. And we're standing outside the truck talking. And an employee from where we delivered was walking by, overheard us talking, and thought it would be funny if he acted like he was going to basically key my truck with a box cutter. The only thing is that his arm was a little longer, or his box cutter was a little longer than he thought, and he reaches right up and puts a 10-inch gouge in my hood. All the way through the paint, all the way down to the fiberglass. That ended up with 2 very irate drivers. I was shocked at how upset Coleman was with the situation. But he's been around long enough to understand you don't mess with the person's truck. You don't mess with the person's property. This is a brand new truck, less than 2 months old. And, you just don't play games like that. Especially if you don't even know the people. And, he didn't know us, we didn't know him. He just thought it'd be funny. Well, after a go-round with management there, our management, getting a report made out, and all that other stuff, Coleman and I began talking a little bit more seriously, and then we ended up talking for several hours last night. But anyway, MBM in Rancho Cucamonga is where this happened, and management's taking responsibility for it, for the repair. And I guess we're going to have to include lost time also. And if it takes more than a day, guess what? They're going to have to provide us a vehicle in the meantime. And a hotel room. All that's going to be coming out of their money, because this is our truck. Right? So if it's in the shop, we're down. But I was angry. So angry that I was ready to kill the guy. And all I can say is 2 things saved him. One is I'm pushing 50. And not that I am physically incapable of beating the guy to a pulp. I've matured quite a bit. If this would have happened 10, 15 years ago, I would have probably pounced on him right away. Another thing is, I carry firearms. Now, even though this happened in California and my firearm was secure, it did have the effect of making me a little more cautious about getting into altercations. I will ignore insults, comments, things like that. Okay, I want you to see this guy. He's trying to back into the door beside me, and I went in to get paperwork when he started. Now I'm back out here with my paperwork, and he's still at it. Now he's pulled up about 4 more times before I turn the camera on. Maybe now he's going to get it. There's tons of room here. What in the world is he doing? Okay, just in case you can't see what it says on the side of his trailer, Covenant. Oh, there goes another pull-up. My God, if this was a tight dock. If he'd have been where they scratched my hood up, he never got in the door.